Alright, welcome back, delicious friends. I want to play more Sunless Sea. I'm having a lot of fun with the current save. It's infected my brain a little bit. I've been thinking about this all day, but scheduling conflicts have kept me from it until right now, which is unfortunate. Last time, we had a great whirlwind tour of the Neath, in which we lost our first captain, good old Pastor Jimothy. He tried his best, but bad luck and some poor playing on my end means he didn't get to live very long. Howdy, Gorpus. How you feeling today? Right now, we're currently playing our nameless new captain. We'll figure out their backstory eventually, but I do just want to have some fun sailing. I don't know how long I'll be going today, just because I have stuff going on, but I want to sail some more. My current goal for today is to fill out some of the ports in like the Ball in London circuit so that I can get at least this chunk of the map known. If I do anything greater than that, that'll be cool. But that's the vibe today. Oh, there's Halo giving you trouble, man. Pokemon. Let's see. As of right now, I don't think I want to go too far north just yet. I know there's a port like right up there, but honestly I do want to play it a little safer and keep it closer to the London area, at least until I get some more bearings on this earth. You know, get some experience as well. Maybe actually improve our stats this time around, because I didn't last time, which I think was at least part of my downfall. Oh! Back up, back up. Back up, my good friend. Nice, congrats on the catch. Sometimes Pokemon put up struggles for like no real reason, it's just frustrating. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded, as bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. And let's dissect it for some knowledge. A crap full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a Megalops, of one of the deep sea crab species. But its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. Alright. Rotisserie is a great name for a bird. Oh my god. Forgot to hit the engine, which is why we were going quite slow. Classic mistake. Blue lightnings crawl leisurely up the funnel. Saint Erasmus dancing. A cry goes up. Let's see if our bat has anything. I don't think it will. Yeah, no, nothing out here really. I think I'm gonna try and slide past Hunter's Keep, go down a bit, and just see what we find before the fuel starts becoming a problem. home waters. Sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. Man, Omega Ruby was fun. I don't play the 3DS games all that often because my 3DS died a terrible death several years ago. No! But I do enjoy them. Stalagmites loom in the distance, like the cranes of Wolfstack docks, but faster, faster. The Corsair's forest. Our lookouts are watchful. Let's see. We've got this little light ship here that we met at last time. I think I'm just gonna speak to the crew again. Get ourselves a little Z story. Not to mention the reduction in terror. So there's the first sort of dividing line of the world. I believe this is split into fifths? At least guesstimating. But I want to try and get like this little chunk cleared up today. Not a port over there because the bat didn't say anything. It's a little unfortunate. I would like to find some new ports. Gator's Mourn. Oh, this is a port. This bat doesn't know what it's talking about. The waves are cluttered with xeric, like drowned hair drifting. Gator's Mourn. Step carefully. The Mourn is a stalagmite vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbors. The Corsair's citadel nestles halfway up. An intricate system of winches takes the strain, and your ship rises slowly from the sea. Her hull creaks in protest. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to stanchions. Higher and higher. Now the undersea shimmers like glass below. Children clambering in crevices cheer and wave alarmingly. The winch motor slows, and you hang in a cradle next to a red-bowed pirate cutter. This one's... we have no terror. Simply not worth it to go drinking. Let's explore. There's a surprising quantity of actual landscape on the moor. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the beast paths and urchin roads, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor, with an additional throatful of lurching terror. For a slack off, oh man, that's a good encounter to have, just in general. Man, you can't come to me for name help. 5-hour energy as a joke because it doesn't have any. A contest of riddles. Fisherfolk, sailors, a shady couple of likely pirates. And is that a drownie down by the water's edge? They sit round a fire at the Z's edge, passing around a bottle of something viscously black. They're wagering on riddles. Will you join them? Given our stats, gonna say no. Then again, we only lose an echo, so it might be worth it. You know, we have money for a tough challenge. Not enough to win, but... A whale's eye? The fisherman chuckles and pounds the ground with a fist. City folk, he crows. City folk. Pay up. Let's see. That was our something awaits you. I don't know if we're quite sneaky enough to get a port report here without dying. So instead, let's overhear rumors of a pirate poet. Landlubbers fear pirates. Pirates fear the poet. Lies, nonsense, glimmers. Some say she's a clayman who freed herself with the power of verse. Possible. Others insist she's the personal muse of the king with the 100 hearts. Unlikely. One claims she zails on a living ship made of the still screaming skulls of her victims. More sober voices mutter that no, it's just an Alsace-class vessel. Whatever the truth, few have fought her and survived to tell the tale. Only the bravest of captains risk the lonely parts of the sea where her flag is said to fly. Let's see. Another afternoon at the errant limpet. A drinking den by the dock cradles is a good place for your crew to find companionship and let off steam. But although Gators mourn as a free port, the Corsairs prefer their own and look askance at respectable Londoners. Conversation quietens as the drinkers look round. You've been here for too long, and you're attracting the wrong kind of attention. Time to move on. And move on we shall. That ticked us over into the other quadrant, but I'm gonna try looping around this way and then making my way back to London for a restock. I wish 5-hour energy the best of luck. May want to head back to London now. Actually, I think I'm gonna run out of fuel if I don't. Oh, I see. It's a pirate boat. Just leave us be and we'll leave you be, alright, buddy? I just want to go home. It's a straight shot to London from here, so we should be alright with the little fuel we have. Some sort of beetle has invaded your morsel of a ship's biscuit. It waggles its antennae impertinently. Get out of there, little buddy. This is no place for you. Okay, I should tick up here, because otherwise I don't think I'm gonna make it. Though if it really gets bad, I can always stop by the ship. We're close enough to London to get the music, so we should be fine. Then again, I thought that last time when we all died horribly. Distant bells. Oh, I see. He can hoe us in. That's nice. Where were you last time, buddy? I think we'll be just fine. Any messages for us, Harbor Master? Something has changed in the knee. Another day, time, the healer. Your time at Z will change you, and London. Someone wants to sign on again. The Rose Market, and of course we have another free evening. First, let's drop off our port reports. Nothing too crazy, but it'll get us some fuel. No, we're still gonna have to buy some more. The Merchant Venturer. Now he wants Zoop and Mootersalt. Something warming. They sell it in Malpromiston, somewhere in the north of the Untersee. 1,000 echoes for their 7 sealed skins. Or something spicy. They harvest it in Wither, to the north along the coast. 700 echoes. That may be worth looking into. Though I don't know if we have the money to buy 7 of them. But it's worth a shot to go to Wither and find out. Otherwise there's the Rose Market, but we don't really have money or anything particularly interesting. We do have this spider silk in our hold, but otherwise we don't have much to sell. I'm gonna leave this man be for the moment. Seems like talking to him is a mistake. Let's see. Gain access to the university. And they'll buy our things. Let's hand him an outrageous artifact. A careful scrutiny. We have something like that, he declares, but not very like that. Interesting. I have some ideas about suitable fees. Nice, we love money. Otherwise, I think I want to keep my stories and memories for now. My Minecraft opinion is that Minecraft is fun. I haven't played too much of the recent update, only like a couple hours, but it was a good time. And I'd like to play on that server more when my friends have more time. Minecraft's simply good. Let's carouse, see what happens. A marvelous night out. Sea shanties, fine food, and the warmth of a pub fire. And something more. We've been fortunate. And have recent news. Trouble and romance. That night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with, let's see, a likely lass, a dapper chap, or someone whose name you do not afterwards recall. I like women. She tipsily claims to be a spy. Whatever she is, she's easy to like, and when the evening ends, you're still together. An interlude. The next morning, she gives you a pewter locket. As you reach for it, she grips it briefly in her fist. "Don't you dare forget me," she says. You now have one of this, a locket with a likely lass portrait. She never quite smiles. I'm gonna say obelisk for your Minecraft question. I think obelisks are neat. See. Who awaits our attention? On later visits, different officers will sometimes be available. If there's more than one choice, you can choose one per visit. We can engage an officer, the Carnelian Exile, maybe his daughter, or just a sailor. believe most of these people require money, which we do have a bit of. Primarily just concerned about maintaining it. So I might hold off on the officers for now. At least until I can get the money out of Wither. Otherwise, let's go to the shops. Buy ourselves some cheap fuel. Alright, 6 should be enough to go up and back at least. And then 1 supply for safety. Otherwise, can I sell any of my items? I can for 50, but I don't know if that's worth it just yet. It's also the naval yards and such. But it's certainly, we're certainly not at that point yet. So I think I'm gonna head north to Wither to buy... Oh God, what did he even need? Motor salt. We need 7, so I'm hoping the 200 odd echoes I have is enough, and if not, we'll make our way there. Nothing ventured, right? It's not like we're going anywhere desperately unsafe either. I'm gonna turn off the light for now. I know it increases terror, but it is eating into our fuel quite a bit. Z-bats cry out. They are nothing like birds. Pirates, leave me alone. I am simply so small. You don't even know I'm there, buddy. Alright. This guy's looking to start problems, but I am simply not getting into a fight with him. All clear, it's fine. Shouldn't be too much farther. So this fog isn't great with the bats there. But if we can't see them, then they can't see us, right? If we hit 10 terror, then I'll turn the lights back on. I am a bit concerned about fuel given how our last captain reached their end. Boreal Reach. Is this snow? Touch it and it puffs to vapor. Your crew huddles close to the warmth of pipe and funnel. On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment, then fades. White Zebat again. Hi, Salt. A sailor has grown fretful and disobedient, reluctant to go on deck, even in port. There's a white Zivat watching me up there. Salt's messenger. Salt's got its eye on me. I'll never see home again. Let's see. We could try and get Salt's favor. I don't think we have it right now. Or we could send him to the sickbay. Given how Salt treated us last time, I think it's for the best if we just steer clear of any of the gods of the sea. At least for now. Let's see. A chilly city beside a waste of salt. Snag a port report while we're here. We could do some shore leave, but well, first I need to buy this. Ah, they cost Z stories. That's that's unfortunate. Alright. The House of the Question. Northwest of Withertown, the House of the Question stands alone. Here, the initiates of the house make offerings to the three gods of the deep sea, and perhaps a fourth who is not a god. It's the one place in Wither where you can sometimes get a straight answer. For a price. Gaining the attention of a god is useful chiefly for lifting curses. You could once again gain Salt's attention. The game is certainly trying to tempt me with that one. Ask about the drowned man, or defy the gods. Oh. That would get us 5 iron and 5 hearts, but it might screw us over in the future. Or I could spend 100 echo. This will increase your iron and hearts by 5 each, up to 110, and set your terror to 0. You will never be able to remove any god's curse or benefit in certain other ways. I'm gonna go for it. Defy the gods. Our unknown stranger was a crewmate on that final voyage our previous captain took, and I think they have their own opinions about the gods of the sea. It's done. Your crew are cheered by your courageous impiety. They have their superstitions, but a captain who blackens the eye of the gods themselves is a captain of verve and vigor. Later, though, when the night draws in, they whisper and make the signs against evil. We are now defiant. You don't care for gods, real or imagined. You'll make your own way. This does not protect you from the curses of the Z gods. A poor decision, maybe, but why not? We go for a little walk. An intriguing smell. Who will try? Who will buy? A street vendor turns skewers on a grill. The mixed scents are nothing like anything sold in London. You have not eaten any people yet? Confirmed? Confirmed not cannibals. For now. Unfortunately, our stats are quite low. Let's try the grilled troglodyte prawns. Huge and pale, their eyes stare bleakly into yours, but they smell fresh. Not bad at all. Tangy and toothsome. Walk on, chewing cheerfully. Lost a bit of hunger. And with that, I think that's everything we have for Wither. We defied the gods, we found out the thing we came here for. Us. These stories. That's so many. That's so many. To get 7? We'll figure it out. With that, I think it's back to London. Maybe stopping by Venderbite and Hunter's Keep just to say hi. I'm turning the lights off again. We're safe enough that we don't need the lights. Unimportant. Is this a port over here? Were you here last time, buddy? Codex. Don't you dare forget me. You stand on the bridge with the likely lass's locket in your hand. Keep it. It's a risk for both of you. Shore-bound lovers grow lonely, and sea captains die young. Close your hand over the locket. The Z air is cold, but the heat of your blood has warmed the metal of the locket. Keep it close. You have a sweetheart in London. Sweetheart's so good, made me slam my boat into the side of a dock. Codex. An Isle of Answers. Codex. A desperate cave full of mute exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. We could get a monster hunter. I'm assuming that's crew. But we do not have a searing enigma. So let's compile a port report. No one will speak. This is a challenge. Silently forthright. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar, the meaning's unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. Report for Codex. The exiles do not speak, and the monkeys merely chatter grumpily. Still, there is information to be gleaned here. Well, I suppose we can come back for this. I had no idea this was over here. Though I suppose that's because it isn't always over here. Off we go again. We don't need lights. Shadowed stranger never need lights. We forge our own path. No gods, no masters, no lights. That's a whirlpool. Delightful. I assume that kills me. Everyone's fed, no one's eating each other. Everything's fine. We're among friends here. We're close to Venderbite, so I might pop over just to see if I can write another port report. It might not do anything, but every little bit helps. Plus, we found, a new place for some experience. We don't have any officers right now, but I might try chatting with the Blemigan anyways to see if something happens. Maybe I'll do that before port. Chase your Blemigan from the engine room. Gusts of laughter sound from within. Your crew might be happy, but they're not working. A fan. A fluting approximation of a sailor's shanty stops the moment you enter. Engineers glance sheepishly at you, pointedly looking away from the cooling fire. The Blemigan perches on someone's shoulder, curled tight into a small ball, waves a tendril meekly when prodded. I see. Don't think I'm gonna learn very many skills from that one. Back to tomb colonies. You can grab another port report. Along the coast of the Untersee, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home, or their politics. Rather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. And, let's see, there's the first curator, but we have nothing for them right now. Go for a little walk. You pause for refreshment at the Hungarian cafe. The coffee is dusty and the pastry's a little stale, but the gaggle of decaying violin players are skilled and surprisingly sprightly. They play Eat Our Hearts, My Darling. The King is tall, tall, and pop goes the weasel with brio and conviction. Then they start on The Old Dark Ocean Under the World. You realize the time. Your ship awaits you. Another memory of distant shores. Alright, I think that's everything for vendor right now. Probably just gonna pick up some more port reports before cycling back to London to do it again. Oh, just barely missed Mutton Island. Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and get some stories. But right now, I'm a little aimless. It's mainly just exploring for me, given I have no real quests, right? I can check my... Is it here? Journal. Let's see. Yeah, I need to find the Iron and Misery Company, which I believe is to the south. Oh, hello, Maxwell Hastings. How's it going? I'm primarily... I'm having a good time exploring right now. I never open my journal. Okay. Welcome to the exploration stream. Last time my captain died, so my new captain is mainly just playing it safe and trying to pick up ports. They do. Honestly, Z captains just can't stop dying. It's very disrespectful. Let's see. Might be worth it to just pick up some Hunter's Keep stuff. Last time we did Cynthia and Phoebe, so I'm gonna go with Lucy. Lucy, the middle sister, is sunny, restless, prone to giggles. A daft tale. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidently. Confidentially, in fact. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've been in months. Lost a good chunk of terror given we're sailing without lights. Gained a couple supplies. Well, Stone, it's unfortunate that I renounced every god in a fit of rage, and now will be cursed and or blessed forever. Provided our current captain makes it that far. I'm assuming that was a mistake, but it was really funny. What's the point of playing this game if I don't click the funny option that's totally gonna screw me over in the end? Probably not gonna be too much in London. I see. Yeah, I'm a little bit of the opposite where I tried playing Fall in London, but the like incremental nature of the gameplay meant I never got very far. Meanwhile, I've played a good chunk of Skies and a couple hours of this before I started, a few years back before I started streaming. Oh, I would love for you to just throw lore at me. I find this world fascinating. Let's go drop off our port reports. Can at least get some fuel, even if we're not getting any favors. Codex. Exiled for giving answers. That's Wither for you. Anything new? Well, at least we got some echoes and fuels. Otherwise, I don't think London's gonna have too much for us aside from some officers. Alright, I'll look forward to it. Consider a specialist surgeon. She's staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks, and has made it known that she is available for work. I specialize in amputations. It's easy to inquire unwanted appendages at sea. Let's get ourselves a doctor. Welcome aboard. She comes with a bag full of knives and her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. Alright. Oh wait, I almost left without restocking our supplies. That would have been silly. Let's not have another cannibalism repeat. At least a couple. Crew isn't too hungry just yet. Gunnery offers surgeon. I imagine a little tooltip popping up. You're like a Wikipedia like fact check citation. There we go, officers. She works with 2 scalpels at a time, or with a scalpel and a tined instrument, pinning open the flesh she's working on. Her operations are brisk and yield very little blood. Could invite her to dine, but supplies are a bit... I don't want to have another cannibalism moment. Oh, I could also proposition her, Jesus. Perhaps later. For now, I want to go south and see what I find. Well, I know Mutton Island's down there, but everything else. Oh, I did read something about that, where the bazaar was like putting a tax on love stories. That's so fascinating. Love worlds where stories are like physical money. There's Mutton Island. Why is my crew so hungry, guys? Have some respect. A rock breaks the wave like a surfacing Z-beast. No, it's a Z-beast. No, it's a rock. Right. What does Mutton Island have for us today? Let's explore the shore. Wander a little way along the shore from the dock. Oh, this guy again. You turn and there's a long, lank, brown man at your shoulder. Listen, he says. I have a story for you. Something about that gray beard compels your attention. A rambling tale. The story has a wedding full of murders in a leafless forest and a vast serpent which eats souls. The tale winds on and on, like the serpent, till you are lost in the dizzy toils of sinister ships and its glamorous corpses. You not awake. He's gone, but not, it seems, before searching your pockets for small change. Lost to Echo. Oh, give me just a moment, I gotta let my dog in. Alright, and I return. It's currently 1,000,000 degrees outside, but my dog keeps wanting to go out because he lost his favorite toy the other day and he keeps trying to look for it. Ah, ah, you are covered in dirt. Oh my goodness. Dog cameo. Let's see. Could pick up a mascot. Oh, not for 3 supplies. Let's chat with the fisherman again. We do need a port report. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't know if I just missed that while I was up or if my alerts are borked again. But I do appreciate it. Little ships and little secrets. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at their work. Khanate ships putting in to resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty. Got a port report for Quaker's Haven. I can't read today. You never find much news on Mutton Island, but it's intelligence for the Admiralty nevertheless. Otherwise, supplies are so expensive out here. I think we'll be alright for now. I want to go down a little bit and then we can ping back up to London. And if we start starving again, that's unfortunate. We do have the bat. I always forget to use the bat. Little ships throng the waters here. Oh my god, my bat actually found something! Yes! Oh, I just clicked out of the game. Okay. Oh, that's so useful. I've played way more Skies than I've played of this game, and the bat in that game is useless. Just the worst. I hate it. Thank you, good Z-Bat. Distant bells. I'm giving the Z-Bat a little scratch. I'm feeding it a little treat. Did such a good job. The Albertine Gates. Main Canal staging area. Here, the dark waters run down from the surface, from a brighter sea. The canal ascends through locks and gates and shadowed turns to the sunlight of the surface. Let's see. We could assist the gnomic Gallivant in an enterprise of dubious legality. A riddle. There are 10 individuals in a room, one of whom is an ancient tyrant. How can you distinguish him? Answer. Burglarize a private library for a picture of him beforehand. Sure. Knowing the enemy. As dinner bells sound throughout the port, you carry a ladder to one of the long-moored, half-legal ship hostels. You prop the ladder to the porthole of what the Gallivant assures you is the cabin of a French diplomat. He ascends swiftly, leaving you to carry the ladder away. Half an hour later, the Gallivant is back on your deck, polishes its ruby cuffs. I have seen the face of eternity printed in ink. It is a terrible face. You were to visit the Command Canal and the Iron and Misery Cove funging station. Still one more port left to visit. Gnomic Gallivant is on a mission. The board will forever alter, he says. Gnomic Gallivant now knows his target's face. You certainly do not have the anything to travel to the surface yet. But we can listen for some gossip. Daylight. This would be a prime spot for a pub or wine shop, but the interests of the Echo Bazaar and the laws of London prevent it. They don't like competition. Still, there are temporary half-legal hostelries in long-moored ships. Here, you trade stories with untanned surface sailors. Stories of Paris and Batavia, the lost fires and the final isles. Now have one vision of the surface. Far above, the sun remains. In Venderbite, they're always eager for news of the surface. You know, the surface, with the sun. We love the sun. Gather information for a port report. Many ships pass this way, but perhaps you'll pick up something they missed. Business as usual. The gates open and shut. The locks remain free from sabotage. If anywhere besides London is safe in all the Untersee, it's here. Surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. I'm vaguely aware of the sun purely through memes about the sun, though I have not seen it with my own eyes. Our beautiful, beautiful sun. Love the... I adore the sun meme. Would love to understand it one day. Let's see. Can I buy supplies here? I can. Debating going south again. Because there was that port, like, right in here that I died before I got to. Oh, I see. Oh, my bat marked something over there. Let's go south. Going south never harmed anyone. Don't pay attention to the last time I played this where it definitely did. That didn't happen. Let's see. Oh, there is that thing to the north, so I think I will swing around and do that if my bat keeps pinging that. I love making poor decisions. I see, okay. Yeah, because I assume I'm just gonna slam into these gates like Wile E. Coyote. Just go flat. Okay, so I must have just like missed the tag for this area then. Ugh. Oh, it's because I was in the fog bank. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, now my bat is happy and I can go back to London. Okay, let's turn the light on because we're getting quite a bit of terror. We'll be fine. We have a degree of supplies. God, this crew is so hungry. Why do 8 people eat so much? Explode, explode. I'm exploding you with my mind. Awesome. I'm gonna butcher it for supplies this time, because my crew just desires food at all possible moments. Pale and salty meat. The crew will feast. That glowing flesh is unstable. It crisps and withers as the glow fades, so eat while it's fresh. Now no one will ever be hungry ever again. Pressing H key will blow your horn. This has no useful function and may provoke nearby Z-beasts or hostile vessels. Hell yeah. This is like the bark button in Okami. Just make noise for fun. They've given me too much power. Let's see. Anything from the harbor master? Just the typical stuff. Ooh, that is actually very useful, because the only real way I know to make money is good luck on the salt lions, and I don't feel like chancing that this early. Let's see. Well, if you've been there, I suppose we may as well hear about it. The fee is nominal, though. Thank you for the $5, sir. Quaker's Haven. Been trying the original rubbery lumps, have we? Hell yeah! Let's see. That's all we had to drop off. We've got the spare time to do something in the city at least. Let's carouse again, I want to see what happens. A marvelous night out. Sea shanties, fine food, and the warmth of a pub fire. And something more. That night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with the likely lass. Don't think I came down to the docks just to see you. I've got business here. But, alright, it did cross my mind that you might drop by. Few hours together. Shared warmth, new memories. It's harder to say goodbye this time. Something new. Something has occurred. We don't really need recruits. I think I might do the wine strat. At least to make a bit of money. Yeah. I assume you mean the mushroom wine, because I cannot see anything else. I think the rest of this is just ship stuff. Awesome, let's buy a couple of these. And then also get fuel and supplies before my crew decides to eat me. Alright. Vendor bite it is. Wait, hang on. Who's this? Visit to Clathermont's tattoo parlor. You're a real zailor now, after all. You go to one of those tobacco and prey places by the docks, but the prices at Clathermont's are reasonable, and his daughter's a real artist. But what sign will you choose? Let's see... Perhaps later. Perhaps later. Let's do our little circuit first. Honestly, spreadsheets and notes are the ideal way to play games. I don't do that with this primarily because I have quite a lot of fun stumbling into situations, but I play The Sims 2 with a random number generator, a wiki, and a pile of notes by my side because it's where I get the most fun out of it. An unexpected letter. Who sent it, and what does it say? Oh. We have child. Oh. I didn't expect this to happen so soon. Your sweetheart. A surprise for you on your next return to London. I've taken in a foundling. What are they thinking? Is this some scheme of theirs or honest affection? You have a child! Woo! Return to London to look after them and they may become a scion, allowing you to take 2 legacies. Just got a kid. Manifested a child. Not ready for this responsibility. I'm gonna give the sisters some news so they want to talk to us again. Oh, Lucy. Memory of distant shores. Plus it's good to clear off the hunger and snag some supplies. Might as well get a port report. Let's see. I have secrets to spend, right? Oh, but I need to... do things for the Clatterair first. That's a pretty good deal for something I get for free, I think. Vanderbright's like just over there. Pirates, I'm pretty sure, but they don't know I'm here. Yeah, I worry about the Neath changing in a way that is very unfriendly. The last time I play this, something unfortunate happened to Mutton Island. Leave me alone, Bats. I'm docking at port. see. Someone trying to get your attention. One of the tomb colonists takes an obvious interest in your crew, specifically the clattery heir. Voiceless. The tomb colonist draws you a little way away from the clattery heir. Don't tell her you met me, he says in a hoarse rasp. Mother cut my voice. Hoped to fix it so I wouldn't be able to look for my daughter. So I wouldn't want to. He wheezes. Didn't work. Operations never completely effective. Need to know my daughter's well. Happy. Finding enough patients, getting enough to eat, and so forth. In exchange for the simplest news, he explains himself. I'm her father, he says. Ordinary engineer, not the sort of parent she would want. If you wish to tell the heir about this encounter, you can do so by speaking to her. See. Met the father of the clattery heir. Interesting. Shops first. Shops first. Money. Yippee! Also sell my memory of distant shores. So I'll do that twice. I don't want to get all of them gone, but some of them. Otherwise I can explore and see what happens. Ooh, we've got the raggedy fellow again! Sure, buddy, come on board. Then just pick up a port report. What are our supplies at? They're holding pretty good. Let's see. Right, to talk with her I gotta spend a supply. Well, we're doing alright now, and I should be able to stop by with the sisters again to pick up more. So it should be fine. Invite her to dine with you. Does she wield a fork the way she wields a surgical instrument? Precise bite sizes. The cooked flesh arrives still in its shell. From the claws, 8 legs, body, and head, she renders a dozen neat, bite-sized pile of shredded flesh, sutured with mushroom, or pinned together with a needle of chiton. Perhaps she'd missed her calling as a chef. She denies it. My mother was the child of a surgeon in the first city. You might say that knife work runs in the family. There is a wicked, quirking smile at the corner of her mouth. Then there are the rumors about my father. She would deny there's any truth in those. See, we're not friends enough with her to tell her about her dad. I have so many secrets that I might as well get some more hearts. Exchange. It's a straight trade. One of your best discoveries for one of hers. It's not hard to drive the bargain. She sits back after dinner and tells you this. Most people think that the hard part of surgery is finding what's wrong and taking it out. But any fool could do that. Ship's cook with a cleaver can have that part of the job. The hard part is cutting so you can sew it all back up again afterwards. She demonstrates on a shark fin, leaving it in better condition than when it started. This option being here. I have a child at home. Alright, back to London, gamers. See. I find it really hard to gauge distances with this map, because sometimes the really long treks seem extremely short, and the short treks just look real long. Stop eating food, 9 people. So rude. In the right direction. Oh, I'm about to overshoot it, which would not be great. Home. Warmly lit windows, company, peace. Thoughts of home come at the strangest times. Alright, sisters. Talking to Lucy again. Memory of distant shores. That should be everything for now. After this I might try going south again, just to pick up more ports. This is the sailor who came begging to you for a berth. He's done good work, this one, but he's keeping a little shrine to the salt, the nameless god of the horizon at the back of the hold. Skip the canal, it's out of the way. See, got it. No gods, forbid it. You'll have none of this nonsense aboard your ship. If the salt even exists, its attention is dangerous. Ripple of discontent. Not all the crew are pleased, but most understand. Certain matter has become clear. Let's see. Port reports. Just keep again. Vendor bite. Doesn't give us too much, but it does give us fuel. Provide a little fuel. We do have enough favor for that. Hang on. Let's pick up more supplies, because I know that's going to be a problem. And I might as well get some more fuel. I don't know what else I'd spend our favors on right now. Visit the Admiralty's fuel stores. If you've done good work, the Admiralty will issue you with a book of little chitties. It's about a 50-50 shot. Let's go for it. Success, eventually. The good, free fuel. The bad, a half-hour argument with the quartermaster, who insists that your chitties have not been stamped by the Office of Incongruous Requests. Eventually, she grudgingly permits you to load your fuel cart. Oh, good to know you always get two. I was a little worried about that one. Oh, right, our child. New arrival. You, your sweetheart, and your child. What will your child call you? Oh, we don't have a house. Improve your lodgings first. You can't raise a child in a roomy pub. Well, people do, but your sweetheart expects better. Alright, we can read the paper. How much is that? Oh, not enough. One day we'll be able to raise this kid in a house. Let's see. Don't think there's much else for us in London, primarily because there's... Oh, right, no, my tattoos. Oh, money game. See, this also cures a bunch of terror. Increase hearts by 2. Mirrors by 2. Pages by 2. More iron. Gonna hold off on that one yet again. Let's see, we've got 7 fuel and 7 supplies. So I think I'm gonna chart my way down and hope that I make it. Which 7 should be more than enough. At the very least, Mutton Island is on the way back if things get desperate. Yeah, the grind in these games are real. The last time I played this, I got myself in a heinous trade loop to grind up money, which was fun for a time, but not for a very long time, with everything else that was going on at the time. I am hoping to dig into this game more, and if I need to do, like, kind of boring, grindy stuff, I'll probably do that on my own time. Because it is fun to just do listening to, like, a podcast, but there's only so many interesting things I could say. On the surface, the sun still warms the earth, or so one assumes. Cultist Sim I've tried to get into so many times, but my brain cannot wrap around the mechanics of it. Like, every time I've played Cultist Sims, even when I think I have a grasp of it, I just end up clicking stuff until something happens. I think it's very cool, my brain doesn't agree with how it plays. Howdy, Gorepest. I legitimately haven't seen Zootopia all the way through in like 7 years. So, yes, but only on technicality. Let's see. Visit the hilltop above town. There's not much wind on the Untersee, but Mutton Island suffers eerie gusts and buffets from an inexplicable local fragment of weather. The air on the hilltop sometimes carries interesting scents. Toasting the wind. You stand on a cliff top, looking over the little village. Smoke from the chimney of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. As you watch, the smoke tilts. The sudden wind thins it to a pencil smudge, then nothing. The wind screams unexpectedly, like a god cut in half. What a noise! Must be the caves around the island channeling the air. At least, that's the most comforting explanation. Below you, the locals each take nips from a shared flask and make a toast towards the mainland. The wind is a southerly. That's all for now. Thank you, Gorpes. You keep pulling out new emotes I've never seen before. It's quite impressive. Sure, it's very normal that Mutton Island has its own semi-localized ecosystem. Sure, there's nothing to worry about there. I think that's all for now. Nothing bad will ever happen on Mutton Island. Is that a boat or a lighthouse? Lighthouse, apparently. Oh, I'm aware of what happens when you go north. When I first played this game, back in 2021, that was how I lost my first captain. Um, you know, cool fun stuff when you go north and then hell, death, and destruction happens to your tiny little captain. Leave me alone, jellyfish. I'm not doing anything to you. Sizzling vapors rise from the sea. Time slips sideways. A coil of rope has stung Stoker, and his fellows beat it to death. We are under the hand of the Iron Republic. God, I wish I had the patience to play Fallen London day to day, because I know it's something I enjoy because I love the writing and the everything. Hello, Iron Republic. Hell's client state. Be wary. The laws are not the laws of man and nature. Factory engines roar like false lions. Blood thunders in the dock pipes. Crimson lightning skitters across the deck, leaps to the rails, curls there like a cat. The city is reflected in glassy, calm harbor water. The citizens there have the heads of dogs and serpents. Hell has brought freedom to the Iron Republic. Freedom from all laws, even those of nature. Yeah, for Fallen London always feels like a game that I enjoy very much in concept, and I love hearing people talk about it. And then I gotta sit down and play it, and it just, my brain is like, no. 70 terror, that's terrible. That is an irresponsible amount of terror. Do I need shore leave this badly? Probably this will increase your terror. Perhaps something else horrible will happen. Love being in hell. Compile a port report. Won't be entirely straightforward. The streets won't lie straight, and the ink freezes whenever you look away from the inkwell. Fact and fiction. To record the Republic's events. It's like trying to sing wax or believe water. You do what you can. The third paragraph buds eyes. The date is fundamentally wrong. The full stops bite. You do what you can. Man, I would love to read the cool stuff you found, legitimately. God, the writing in Fallen London is so good. I just... The interesting stuff looks so cool, and I have friends who have played it who have, like, mentioned offhand cool stuff. I can't get enough of it. A port report. The Iron Republic. A concept is a brick. It can be used to build a courthouse of reason, or it can be thrown through the window. The Parliament of Flies is open for business. Out with the old laws, in with the new. Gained another tale of terror and another memory of distant shores. Awesome. See, we could get the irresponsible cannoneer here. I don't think we need shore leave that badly. Market of Hungers, the Parliament of Flies. The Market of Hungers with its spires and sigils. Is it a parody of the Bazaar? Today, flies fill its arcades. Buzz buzz. The Merc folds. Visit the shops tab. Yippee, we're more scared now. Post it here. My Discord is like in a weird in-between right now, and so I think here's probably the best place for me to actually see it. Let's see. You know, we could get fuel for $8, which isn't too bad. Supplies are alright. Otherwise, we could get her. Do I need another officer? Do I want another officer? Sure. You looking for a gunner? I'm looking for a ship. Here are my references. Here are more references. Here's my design for a whistling shell. Here's my colleague. He'll stay on shore. Here's my hand. Will you take it? The cannoneer is a gunnery officer who substantially increases iron. Welcome aboard! Oh, this is interesting. Room for improvement. It's always room for improvement. Wait, let me make notes. Paper. Appoint your new officer. Yeah, I love that actual real hell is just here. You know. They're just walking around. Cheery enthusiasm is a welcome but unnerving trait in a gunner. Right. Officers. Go there, gunnery officer. How much is that doing to my iron? Oh, a lot. 8 iron. Hello, what can I do for you? I have lists. Can increase my iron or finally give my captain a thing. But I think it's funnier if I don't for now. One day. We do have secrets. Also, no, I can't invite her to dine with her. 10 fuel, 5 torpedoes. You are gonna be a real treat to uncover. Excellent. That's at the top of my list. No, I mean, yes, I mean, my god, no. That, Captain, is going to cause explosions, although, now that you mention it. Alright, with that, I think it's home to London. I did my little trip south. But that picks the weirdest places to tag these ports, I'm gonna say. Oh, there we go. Is there somewhere else I should be heading? Just, I'm genuinely curious. I've only explored a small chunk. Something far southeast. 400 hit points, Jesus Christ. Yeah, my concern is my crew starving. I guess I could always stop at Mutton Island to pick up more. And then kind of slingshot around. Because we've only got 5 supply left, which is a bit concerning. Then again, if we're going to Mutton Island, we might as well go to London, right? Stop trying to shoot me! Oh, Jesus Christ. When I have resources, got it. Forgot. Full power. Full power. Get us out of here. See, might have to start turning the lights on just so my crew doesn't hate me. Thank you for the logs. I'm gonna poke through those as soon as this ends. A soft wind from the east. The impossible scent of pine. God, 200 pages, that's some dedication. Alright, hi Mutton Island. Not much, though I can't explore. Beachcombing. Take a stroll along the beach. Perhaps the Z has brought you something. Driftwood? Something glinting. Remains of a shipwreck. Or a nasty glob of goo. Remains of the remnants of a shipwreck. What's washed up here? Drums of fuel. Oh my god! Stamped with the marks of the Royal Navy. Some naval picket met its end out here. Well, you can find a use for it. You've gained 11 fuel. Alright. I guess that's plenty for a venture. And then the only thing I have to worry about is supplies. I don't think I've ever had this much fuel in my entire life. Man, you're real good at this game. All that spreadsheet work's paying off. Nice. See, anything from the harbor master? The usual stuff. I'm gonna drop off my port reports. The Iron Republic. Excuse me, I need to unlock this. And this. Oops! And this. Do you place a report inside? Yes, I imagine someone will read it eventually. It's always someone. Wait, this is blank. Yes, both sides. No, I assure you. No, I know these things happen in the Republic. Consider this an ex gratia payment to cover your costs. See, and then we have the one for Quaker's Haven. Plenty of fuel now, at least. Anything at the Rose Market? Probably not. Yeah, we don't have much stuff to trade yet. Do have plenty of memories of distant shores for the scholar, though. A piquant piece of picaresque pilgrimage. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of those shining, is it blazing eyes? They overflow, splashing onto the desk blotter. Stop! She sobs at last. This is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macaw of memories, which each individual tone recalled. Alright, well that wasn't as much as selling it in vendor bite, but at least we got some favors. Other than that, I don't think there's much to do in London, since we were just here. It's mainly just a restock trip. Let's see. I might at last give our captain a name and personality and such. Answer questions about your past. You've kept your secrets long enough. Unmask yourself. This will allow you to select past, ambition, and form of preferred dress, also providing you with a specialist ability bonus. Let us speak frankly. Remember me. I may never return home. Someone should know who I was. Now, I think this time I want to go with mirrors. 'Cause last time I went hearts. What are my stats? Let's see. Yeah, I think mirrors. A natural philosopher. Your peculiar theories on time, blood, and starlight brought you down to the Neath, the cavern where London lies. And now, they take you out to Z. Your acquaintance, the plausible surgeon, will serve as the ship's doctor until you find someone better. Talk to him to find out why he went to Z. Gained 20 echo, 25 mirrors, got another surgeon. Ambition. Last time I went bones. I'm not sure if I should go for bones again or pick a different one. I have not seen the culmination of any of these aspirations. Bones is best for story. Let's try bones once more. Yeah. And I'm just gonna have us called Captain. Captain will do perfectly well ashore, as well as at sea. Thank you. Let's see. I've grown attached to this little thing. That's the complaint I've heard about the wealth and, like, story ones for both games, is that they kind of turn into a grind. I've thought long and hard about this name, by which I mean it popped into my head last night, and it's what we're rolling with. So welcome to the lineage, sarsaparilla. Your father, lost at Z so very long ago. The trail was cold, but now you have a lead. The gracious widow. It is said that she controls half the crime in London. It is said that she is 500 years old. It is said that she can distill spirits that delight the tongue and melt the flesh. It is said that she has paid for a memorial headstone to be set up for your father. What does she know? I've heard very good things about the DLC. I haven't played it myself, for, I think, obvious reasons. One day I'll beat this game. That's a lie, probably. Immortality seems like an interesting aspiration at the very least. The night under the earth. The widow receives you in utter darkness, blank as a bandage laid across your eyes. This is usual for the widow. Yes, she says. Her voice is oddly Youthful. I have an interest in your father. I'd hoped news of the headstone would bring someone looking. Here you are. Have an idea where his bones might be. Perhaps you will help me recover them. But I would like you to cover my expenses first. Need something for my tonics. Scintillac. You can find it in Port Cecil. I understand. You may go. Bring a unit of Scintillac from Port Cecil for the widow. Port Cecil can be found in the center of the Untersee, near the Khanate. See. Assuming that's like directly to the west. West? East. I know my cardinal directions. See, we have bones. We have a new surgeon. Khanate? Yeah. Speak to the plausible surgeon. Hello, my dear. Sit down carefully. Just let me tidy away these implements. We don't want any carelessness, do we? Can increase our pages. And I'd like to ask after his desires and ambitions. He's traveled much. Seen all manner of wound and malady. Is there anything left for him to discover? Any place he wishes to go? The Chelenate. You know it? They collect corpses. He shifts in his seat. Vast, noble, complicated corpses. What I could learn, what I could see. My dearest captain, if we ever find ourselves in the Chelenate, do hope you might see fit to release me from our arrangement. Only it can be found somewhere in the far east of the Untersee. Let's see. I guess next time I'm just gonna strike out east. Maybe search around here for the salt lines just to see if it pops up. But because I know there's certainly more stuff south, but right now I just don't have money or supplies to fund that. In my off time, I might run the little trade route from Venderbite to Fallen London a couple times, though I do worry about stuff happening if I do that too much. I might wrap this here. It's a little earlier than usual, but it's been a bit of a day for me, and I do have some stuff to go to in about half an hour. You know, the Neath changes sometimes, and maybe the Neath might change in a way that's unfortunate, and so I'm worried about grinding too much off-stream. You never know. Whatever RNG runs this game is a mystery to me. At the very least, we have cheap fuel in the Iron Republic now, which I was trying to get to last time. And then my ship ran out of fuel right in the port. And then my guy died horrifically. But otherwise, we now have Sarsaparilla as our captain, and they haven't died horrendously yet. So, you know, maybe they'll stay alive for a little bit longer than Jimothy did. With that, gonna quit the title screen. It autosaves, so it'll be fine. This has been very fun. I'm enjoying this game quite a bit. Thank you all for hanging around. Thank you, Maxwell. You're a real wealth of knowledge. Because I worry about running blind sometimes. But the wikis are such a, like a landmine of finding information you don't want to find while looking for one specific thing. You're being consumed by the Neath as we speak. It's so sad. I might stream this more on Friday. I'm putting that down as unlikely, just given the rest of the stuff I need to do this week, but it may happen at around the same time. Otherwise, this will be back on Monday at around 2 Pacific time. We can learn the mechanics together! It's very exciting! We're both blind in different ways. God, this game is gonna consume my brain, and I just know it. And I wholeheartedly embrace my utter demise. Otherwise, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna give my voice a bit of a rest, because this is a bit of reading. Not as bad as last time, though, so hopefully I'm building up an immunity to throat hurt. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope it treats you well. I'm gonna go do chores primarily. And I'll see you next time, alright? Bye-bye.